also, let's not forget that into the economy, there's way too much government spending, and that's why we have inflation. So that's a large part of that. It's just basic economics.
That is not basic economics. We have this thing called a pandemic. We had a supply chain crisis, and by the way, there's a war in Ukraine. So to act like the only reason we have problems now is because people got a little bit of money in their bank account is just not honest.
And a little bit of money, they got more than we spent in World War II. So don't act like...
Hold on.
Hold on. Don't act like... You said don't act. Don't act like we had to react to the pandemic exactly the way we did. We had to spend $6 trillion.
Okay, but how about the trillions that the Federal Reserve shot at Wall Street? For some reason, people don't get upset about that. And that fueled the trillions of dollars the Federal Reserve shot at Wall Street to stop the stock market and the bond market. No one gets upset about that, even though that was a massive factor in inflation.
What do you mean shot at Wall Street?
Well,
what are we talking about?
We're talking about buying.
For a man who's so concerned about government spending, he has no idea that during the height of the pandemic, I'm just going to read from a PBS article, Bill Maher, okay, Federal Reserve to lend additional $1 trillion a day to large banks. March 20th, 2020. You're telling me in March 20th, 2020, you weren't watching the fucking news at all, Bill Maher? Okay, that's surprising to me. The New York Federal Reserve Bank said it will offer $1 trillion of overnight loans a day through the end of the month, Bill. That's like a fucking 12 days away, 11 days away, okay? So $10 trillion in total, but you're concerned about the fact that we've raised the fucking unemployment to $600 a week and send people a couple of...
I'll read more of that PBS article. The Federal Reserve moved with unprecedented force and speed Friday to pump huge amounts of cash into the financial system to ease disruptions that have escalated since the viral outbreak. The New York Federal Reserve Bank said it will offer $1 trillion of overnight loans a day through the end of this month to large banks. $1 trillion per day to the end of the month. Per day to the end of the month. Okay, so it's March 20th. So what, for 10 days? Is that what we're just, for 10 days, $1 trillion? They'll offer $1 trillion of overnight loans per day. That's in addition to $1 trillion in 14-day loans that it's offering every week. Banks so far have not borrowed nearly as much as the New York Fed is offering, and the loans are quickly repaid, we're being told. None of the funding is from taxpayer dollars. Wall Street analysts say the huge number is intended to calm markets by demonstrating that the Fed's ability to lend short-term is nearly unlimited. The Fed is also buying Treasury bonds at a furious pace and will soon run through the $500 billion in purchases it announced on Sunday. It's also accelerating its purchases of mortgage-backed securities. Most analysts expect they will buy more. They're buying Treasury bonds and mortgage-backed securities? We still do that? I don't have any mortgage-backed. I don't have any Treasury bonds. What the? So yeah, PBS, Federal Reserve, $1 trillion per day for the rest of the month. So, Bill Maher, how come you didn't have a problem with that? What? Just unlimited amounts of money to the damn banks? Meanwhile, we got homeless people on the street. Meanwhile, we got significant populations of poor people. But let's just give the banks unlimited amounts of money. To the homeless person, hey, you better not use your damn food stamps for Mountain Dew. Did you see that? He used food stamps for Mountain Dew. That son of a bitch. What, the New York Federal Reserve Bank is offering $1 trillion of overnight loans a day? It's the bank. They got to make money somehow, right? The poor bank. If they don't have $1 trillion a day, how are they going to eat?